Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am finally testing out all of those holiday gift sets that I have previously hauled. Well, not all of them. I did try out almost all of them, but there's only so many brushes a girl can use. So this is the look that I created with a ton of new products today. I hope you guys enjoy this video, so let's get started. Okay, so we are going to get started with the hard candy little gift sets that I picked up at Walmart. So this is the little prime time set, and it comes with a variety of primers. The face primer that this little kit came with is the Hard Candy Sheer Envy. Helps to prolong makeup wear and even skin tone. So this is their long wear primer. I did pick up another hard candy set, and it came with the Sheer Envy Primer Perfecting. Helps to minimize lines and pores for a smooth finish. So I think I'm gonna opt for the pore minimizing one. Ooh, very silicone-y. It looks and feels just like the Baby Skin by Maybelline and the Photo Finish Original Primer from Smashbox. It feels oh so smooth. I'm gonna add a little bit more. With these silicone based primers, I love tapping it in after I smooth it out to really let it get into the pores and fill them up. Let's see, this is the Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer Mist. Electrolytes help to energize and hydrate the skin. It's oil-free, silicone-free, and alcohol-free. We'll just give it a whirl. I think I've bought this before, but the little sprayer like messed up over time. Probably supposed to do this first. Oh my goodness, it smells amazing. Like fresh coconut. It smells so good. Okay, we're gonna let that sit in. For my face today, I will be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. Okay, so I have two different makeup brush sets to try out today. I have the big set from Walmart that was $20, and I have a smaller face brush collection from Target that was $12. So the brush set from Target, I believe, was like their contouring set. So I'm going to hold off on these. The set that I bought from Walmart actually doesn't have like a foundation brush. I'm sure you could use this, but I've been really into applying my makeup with a sponge here lately, and I have some little sponges to try out. I have two little sponges to try out. I have Santa's Little Helper, and this is the Curvy and Edgy Blendy Spongy. And I also have this one that looks like the teardrop, kind of like the original Beauty Blender shape. But I think I'm going to try Santa's Little Helper today. Ooh, it feels like a lot softer than I was expecting. So I'm gonna go wet this and I'll be right back. It definitely feels very, very similar to the L'Oreal blending sponge, the pink one, or like the fuchsia looking one. Feels super, super similar. I would definitely say this is worth getting. It's so soft. It's not near as soft or fluffy as the original Beauty Blender, but compared to like a lot of the dupes that are like really, really tough, this one is definitely softer. And I feel like the primer did a good job at minimizing my pores. I just wish they had a more matte primer. Alrighty, now that my foundation is on, it's time to move on to concealer. One of the little gift sets did come with the Hard Candy Glamouflage Heavy Duty Concealer, which I've heard amazing things about this for a really long time. However, I believe the shade is going to be way, way too light for me. It doesn't say what shade it's in, but I mean, it looks incredibly light. Oh yes. That is too light, but it definitely seems like it has some intense coverage. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply concealer and set it, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I applied my concealer with the little beauty sponge, and it was a lot harder to get in like the inner corner of the eye. Earlier I said how it was similar to the L'Oreal blending sponge. I was having such a hard time getting in the inner corner that I was like, what's the deal? So I pulled it out. This one's the L'Oreal one, and it has a much more finer tip. It's more pointy, which is easier to get into that inner eye area than this one was. So keep that in mind. I think this one was amazing for blending out my foundation, but to get into like the inner corner, not so good. But I typically use my blending sponge to set my under eyes which is what I was gonna do. And this is the Maybelline Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 25. And to dust that powder away, I'm using one of the brushes from Walmart. I'm also going to take this brush and dip it into that banana shade in my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. That's a little much. So I totally forgot that I had this little set here because I could have contoured, I could have highlighted a little bit with this yellow and peachy shade, but it does have a contouring shade. This little set also came with a brush, but it is like a duo fiber. I would use this with the cream products. So I'm going to pass on it today. I'm going to take this little contouring brush from the Target holiday gift set, dip it into this contouring shade, and let's bring some color back to my face. It's quite pigmented. It does have a little satin sheen to it, and it is super warm. It's a very warm tone bronzer. So I need something a little bit darker to contour with. I'm going to grab another gift set. This is the Contour and Bronze little gift set from Walmart. And it has a cooler shade to contour with. And it looks like it has 2 more warmer shades. So I'm going to take a little bit of that cool tone and a little bit of this warm tone. Oh yeah, I like that way better. Okay, so my thoughts on this little palette and this little palette. This one just seemed super warm. So if you are my skin tone or anything lighter, you definitely wouldn't like that bronzer whatsoever. Let's go ahead and dig into these cream products and see what they feel like. It seems very creamy. Not too creamy, but definitely blendable. I like that, but that's probably too light for me. Let's go ahead and try the peachy one or the more skin tone shade. And again, that's way too light for me. So I think if you're my skin tone or darker, I would pass on this little gift set. When I saw this, I was like, oh my goodness, the colors look so pigmented and they're gonna really show up on my skin tone. And they do, they're just too light. In the package, that looks like a beautiful banana shade, but when you start to blend it out, it almost looks white. So I would definitely say this little gift set could be a pass. Alrighty, let's go ahead and move on to brows. I did pick up a brow kit. I believe it was $9.88 at Walmart. And let's go ahead and look at it. Okay, let's go ahead and look at it. It came with 5 products. It came with a clear brow gel, tweezers, a brow marker, a dual-ended brow pencil, and a highlighting pencil. I'm going to go ahead and take the dual-ended pencil and let's try the spoolie out. It's very similar to the e.l.f. spoolie. I like a spoolie that's like more tighter, like when it spirals around so that it really grips onto every hair. But, I mean, for the price, ooh. Okay, so this is definitely unique. So it has more of like a triangular shape. It has a very pointy tip. It looks like if you were to use the tip, you'd get more of a thinner line, thinner strokes. So let's go ahead and try this out. It's definitely pigmented enough. If you were to just use the tip, you get thin strokes. And if you were to fully press down using the entire applicator, they're much thicker. Okay, let's go ahead and give it a whirl. I am just using the side of it. So far, so good. I definitely say this is a decent brow product. My brows are decent. They're a lot thicker than I would like. And that's because of the shape of the brow pencil. Once I started to use the tip more to get the thinner strokes, it wore the tip down. So this was okay. Let's go ahead and swatch the brow marker to see what that's like. Also, when I was looking at all of these little brow sets, I think it only came in one color, which was this color, which what I would say is like dark brown brunette. Okay, now I've never tried a brow marker before, but I would definitely say this is too light for me. This looks more like an auburn, like a lighter brown hair color. So I'm going to go ahead and pass on this. It also came with the brow gel and the highlighter. So let's go ahead and try the highlighter out. And it is a mighty pink and sparkly. Like, it looks pink in the tube, but then there it looks like super silvery icy. But let's just go ahead and try it out. That's not too bad once you blend it out. Actually kind of like that. I'm only putting it on the outer half of my underbrow since it is sparkly. It's actually pretty. Okay, I would have preferred if this were more of a matte highlight, but it'll work. And let's go ahead and try out the clear brow gel. It's a big wand. I like that you don't get a lot of product when you're applying it to your brow. As soon as you pull it out, it pulls off all the excess, which I really appreciate. Ooh, yes. I know it's something as basic as a brow gel, but I like. Now, my overall thoughts on the brow kit, I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10. They didn't have very many shades, so it's not going to work for everyone. The little highlighting stick is super, super shimmery, and that's not everyone's look. And so I probably wouldn't use this as often. I initially liked the shape of the brow pencil, but once I started to use it, it wore down really, really fast, which then in turn gave me like super thick brows. And the brow marker looks too light for my brows. If you're new to brow products and you're wanting to try some out, this is definitely a good little gift set to do that. It's only $9.88 for 5 products, but if you aren't new to brow products and you have your favorites, I would definitely stick with your favorites and not this. One of my favorites is the LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. It's super, super tiny. It's like the micro brow pencil from NYX and then the Brow Wiz from Anastasia Beverly Hills. If you're used to using something like that, you definitely would not like this product because this little shape or the little tip is super, super thick. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the eyes. For today's eye look, I am using the Profusion Mixed Metals 9 Matte and Metallic Eyeshadows gift set from Target. It also came with a little Profusion eyeshadow primer, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. It feels super soft and creamy. I think the shades in this palette look gorgeous, but let's see how they perform. They did throw in a little blending brush, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. And I'm going to dip into Adventurous, and let's go ahead and put that in the crease. Okay, first thoughts. I'm not into this brush because I typically don't use a brush like this for my crease. I thought I would give it a try. I would prefer to use this to like pack shadow down versus to blend it out. The shade does look really pretty. It is pigmented, but it gives a lot of kick up. As you can see from dipping my brush in, you are gonna get some kick up. Okay, actually I do like the brush. What I think it was is that eyeshadow primer wasn't completely dry yet, so it was like dragging and tugging, but now it's working like a gem. Okay, now I'm going to take a little fluffy blending brush from that Walmart holiday gift set and I'm going to dip into Rust, and let's see if that will deepen up this look. Yes, it will. I'm living. Absolutely love this color. I mean, who doesn't love a good warm eyeshadow look? This brush feels amazing. It feels super light. I love affordable brushes. It's so soft. It's blending everything out so, so nice. I love it. I love it. Okay, let's see. We're just going to keep this really, really simple. I'm going to apply Center Stage all over the lid. Oh my goodness, I love it. Now, this performs super nice, but I know that if we were to add some like setting spray or dip my brush into some water, it would bring it up to the next level. Oh my goodness, I love it. This is another brush from the Walmart gift set, and have used it to like clean up my brows. And now I'm just packing the shadow onto my lid. I'm going to go ahead and flip my brush to the other side, and I'm going to dip into Antique, and let's pop that just on the center. Yes. But for this one, I am going to go ahead and spritz the brush. And I'm actually going to take that little hydrating primer mist to do so. Love, love, love. I'm going to go back into Rust and just add it to that outer V. Okay, this is a concealer brush, but I'm going to go ahead and dip into this. It's called Mellow. It's a matte vanilla, which is my kind of shade. And I'm going to apply it to the brow bone. I know that I put that shimmery highlight there, but I want to bring it down a notch. Just going to go in with a clean blending brush to blend away any harsh line. Let's see. I'm going to go back into Adventurous and Rust and apply it to the lower lash line. Love this palette. Like, this palette is beautiful, and I love the look that I threw on my eyeballs today. Okay, so that little holiday gift set also came with this black eyeliner pencil, and let's see. Not the creamiest thing in the world, but we'll add some to the lower waterline. Okay, again, not the creamiest and not the blackest, but I mean, hey, it comes with the gift set. And that palette is worth more than $10 on its own. And you get the primer, which did a decent job. I felt like you definitely need to let it sit, or I probably should have put like a setting powder on it to like help it set. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use my e.l.f. eyeliner. Okay, so I did pick up one of the mascara little holiday gift sets from Walmart, and this is the Enhance and Curl by the Color Workshop, and we're gonna go ahead and try it out. Okay, so I put on a few coats of this mascara, and it's decent. It's like not the best mascara in the world. You do get 5 mascaras for $4.88. I think this would be a cute little set for someone just starting out in makeup, for a little preteen. Okay, so moving on to blush, I'm going to use this little like bronzer blush brush from the Walmart holiday gift set, as well as the Color Workshop highlight and blush set. So these blushes, now that I've taken it out of the package, look super shimmery, but I'm going to go ahead and dip into the middle shade. Okay, I actually really, really like that shade a lot. This shade is going to be absolutely too light for me. And this one, I don't know if I would really wear that super bubblegum shade. So I think this little kit would be great, again, for someone just starting out in makeup. Let's go ahead and look at the highlights. They do seem super powdery. Super powdery and chalky, and definitely not very good for darker skin tones. So if you were my skin tone or darker, I would definitely pass on this. I'm probably only going to get use out of this blush, so I may pass this on. Which, let's go ahead and do the same with this little contour set, contour and bronze. I actually really liked this. I loved mixing the two contour shades. See, now that highlight looks so much better, and I would probably actually wear that. Okay, for highlight today, that little hard candy gift set came with Tiki and Honeymoon, and I'm going to use Tiki. Okay, this little fan brush came from the Target gift set. I'm gonna go ahead and dip it into Tiki. Ooh, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, Tiki is actually gorgeous, and I bet it would like glow even more if we sprayed some setting spray, but I don't need to be that glowy today. Time for lippies! And today's lippy is from the Profusion Lip Kit in Nude. I did pick up one on Black Friday, and that was in Cocoa, I believe. Gorgeous. This is in Nude Intrigue. Comes with a lip liner, a matte liquid lipstick, and a metal matte lip cream. Go ahead and line the lips. It smells amazing, feels super creamy. Love this color so much. So we're gonna give this one a little bit to dry down. Let's go ahead and set the face. Today I'll be using the Hard Candy Matte Sheer Envy Setting Spray. I love the spray on this. Spray is good. I'm gonna go ahead and pop a little bit of Metal Nude in the center. It's pretty dry, like it looks dry and it looks matte, but it is a little tacky on the lips. Alrighty, well here is the final look from all of the new holiday gift sets that are out at Walmart and Target, and I actually really like it. I think that the Profusion eyeshadow holiday gift set is definitely a gift set that you should not pass up. That kit, like I want to go back and get the other shades. I'm obsessed with this eyeshadow look and that little eyeshadow palette. I really like the Color Workshop contour kit. I would pass on the blush kit unless it suits you or your needs. I would pass on the brow kit unless you just really want to try it out or you're just getting into brow products. The little blending sponge, it's like a 50-50. I love that the texture is so much softer than many other dupes out there, but I don't like that it doesn't have like a very fine tip to it. But it gives me high hopes for this one. It's by the same brand and it does have that teardrop shape that the Beauty Blender does. So I bet this is going to be amazing. From the Hard Candy gift sets, I would definitely pass up the little contour and highlight little set. It looked much better in the kit than when I started really working with it. But the little gift set with the highlighters and the primers definitely I think is a great set to try out Hard Candy. If you've been wanting to try Hard Candy, it's definitely a great price point. You get a lot of little trial sizes. The Profusion lip kit, oh my goodness. I'm so glad that I picked up another one in Cocoa because this is amazing for $5. 3 lip products for $5. Yes, please. And as far as the 2 brush sets go, I would definitely say pick them up. The Walmart gift set, I used more of those brushes today. My sister has a set from last year that she absolutely loves and still uses to this day. So I definitely think they are totally worth it to pick up. The little Target gift set, I was only able to use 2 brushes today and I really enjoyed them. Now I don't really know how amazing they're going to be over time, but they're super pretty, they're super affordable, and I love the 2 that I tried out today, which was the fan brush and the contour brush. Okay, well that is all my thoughts on all of the holiday gift sets that I tried out today. I did have another e.l.f. brush gift set, but I didn't get to try it out today since I was already using 2 of the gift sets. I will be adding in some clips of some swatches. The Hard Candy little lip set. There was 20 lippies for $9.88 and I will be swatching all of them for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you have missed the previous 3 hauls where I hauled all of these products and a few more, I'll leave the link to all of those videos in the description box below. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.